Dunedin TV presents your local weekly morning show from delightfully different Dunedin. Featuring Justin Cataccio with Caitlin Hart. Including a musical performance by a local artist, an in-depth conversation with people in the know. This is Good Morning Dunedin.
This week on Good Morning Dunedin,
the newly renovated Edgewater Park Playground is now open. Clayton Swartz talks about his next art project for the city of Dunedin.
Have you seen the chandeliers in downtown Dunedin? We have with us Dunedin resident and artist Max Helms in the studio to find out when and how they got started. In celebration of Tartan Day here in Dunedin, progressive art students sing a Celtic classic song for us. All of this and more is coming up this morning on Good Morning Dunedin. Welcome back to your favorite little local morning show. I'm your host, Justin Cataccio, and I'm here with my co-host, Caitlin Hart. How you doing, Caitlin?
Great, Justin. How about yourself?
Wonderful. Thank you for asking. All right, well, thank you for tuning in this morning, whether on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or on your local Dunedin TV cable channels 15 and 639. However you found us today, thanks for watching your favorite little local morning show. So happy Friday, everybody. First, I wanted to say thank you to the City Commission for the unanimous vote to move forward on the construction of the new City Hall. This project has been 20 years in the making, so we're very excited.
It's very exciting, and it will consolidate employees scattered in so many different buildings, add productivity and efficiencies, and be a one-stop shop for residents seeking popular city services. Information and updates will be on the city's website. In Community Corner News, Edgewater Park Playground reopens. Families can now bring their children to play at one of Dunedin's most popular park destinations. Dunedin Parks and Recreation has completed the playground and swing set renovation project at Edgewater Park. The newly renovated playground is located at 51 Main Street at the Dunedin Marina.
All right, so these new canopies are going to make the area a lot cooler in the summer, and it looks great.
Sure.
We lost that fun little pirate ship that I've had a lot of fun on over the years.
Yes,
but,
I grew up on that pirate ship.
But new, safer equipment is a welcome experience for kids. So yeah, so check it out. It's over at Edgewater Park, and should be a lot of fun.
Sounds good. Speaking of staying cool, the Highlander Pool is now open, as well as the Kiwanis Spray Grounds.
And both water areas are available by reservation only, so for information and protocols, please visit the city's website, dunedingov.com. All right, so in Art Corner this week, we have with us artist Clayton Swartz to talk about his latest project for the city of Dunedin's Fire Station 62 Firehouse. Let's step into the Art Corner.
So my name is Clayton Swartz, and I primarily work in aluminum, and I do aluminum sculpture and mixed media paintings, including aluminum. My father used to do metal sculpture when I was a kid, so when he got home from work, after dinner, I got to watch him create things. So that kind of lit the fire. Bright colors always appealed to me. I'm a happy person. I like joyful things, and so having the saturated colors is really what I like. It makes me feel good, and I think it makes other people happy as well. An automotive finish is what works best for me, both for the color and the clear coat. I like to use a lot of metal flakes and pearls and metallics, but I also use a lot of translucent colors so you can see that brushed metal underneath it. I have a gallery in Pinellas Park, a lot of beautiful work there, and then I do public art pieces, and I have pieces, a number of pieces in Dunedin. I have them in Largo, all over the state. I did a bus shelter in Dunedin, and I did one in Pinellas Park as well. Usually the public art pieces have a theme that kind of goes with them. That's why I figure out whether my work fits with the job, and if it does, then I can work my artwork in with the theme. So we're in my shop, and this piece is what I have completed so far of the Dunedin Firehouse project for Firehouse 62. And the project's called Fortitude, and the parts that I don't have that you don't see are 2 ladders, fire ladders that are that cross in an X pattern. And so one ladder comes in this side and goes out that side of the heart, and vice versa over here. And that kind of signifies a bandage. You have a heart, and the heart is going to be divided in blues and reds. And so you have a fire pattern underneath the 62 on this side and a water pattern on this side. So it kind of signifies the fire and the water that the fire department fights and uses to fight. Some pieces are purely abstract, and other pieces, depending on what it is, I'll use different imagery in them to give more significance and interest.
Why do you think art is important?
I think it's important because it makes people feel good. I think when you look at something beautiful, it makes you happy, and makes you think, and hopefully it can improve your day and improve your life. Good morning, Dunedin.
Dear Dunedin resident, visitors, and neighbors, we know 2020 wasn't kind to many of us. As we move into the new year, let's start changing the narrative. It's time to get back to the activities that make life worth living. Be responsible and stay safe. With love, the City of Dunedin.
Welcome back to Good Morning Dunedin. I'm here with local Dunedin artist Max Helms, who's going to tell us about the Dunedin Chandeliers lighting up downtown Dunedin neighborhoods and creating the buzz. Welcome to the show, Max.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Today?
Wonderful. Doing good. Good.
Good. So there was a recent Tampa Bay Times article that was named you as the inspiration for the chandeliers that are popping up around downtown Dunedin and kind of all over town. Can you tell us the origins of these chandeliers?
Well, it started about 4 years ago, back in 2016. I replaced a couple of big chandeliers from a restaurant up in Palm Harbor called Peggy O'Neill's. And I'm not a historian, so don't quote me on this or don't back me up, but I think it was a bank at one time, and these big chandeliers were hanging in this bank. And they were brass, and I just couldn't throw them away. So I hung them in my shop, and then one day I found some bulbs and lights, and I went to a thrift store and I covered them with Christmas lights, and I hung them in my front yard. And that was in 2016. And they've just made smiles ever since. It's just been a great thing. Mm-hmm. Well, what inspired it was, first of all, I can't throw anything away. Traditionally, people dress up their house, and it's really nice, but I thought something different might create a little more smile. Everyone just loves to leave them up all year round.
How can people get one or make one of their own? What do you suggest?
Well, find something used. I don't like to see people go buy something new, or if they want something new, but find the ones that have been kind of discarded, and I suggest turning them upside down because it keeps the water from running into the bulbs themselves and keeps from shorting them out. And once you turn them upside down, they seem to hang outside and last longer outside. So,
interesting.
Lights, it's up to the individual. It's up to you. It's up to whatever you would like to do, and just make whatever you want and hang them up. Turn them on. Use everything. Don't just make it Christmas or Halloweeny or Easter or anything. Just fill it full of things that can stay up all year round. Nice. Because I have people coming by today. Mine's been up and turned on since, I think, September. And since September, people came by last night and they slow down, they take pictures of them now. So, and you know, I've had some that's been up for over a year and they're still hanging. So,
And you want them to look good during the day. How would you suggest somebody make it look better when it's not lit? Because I've seen some of they're kind of just a clump.
Yeah,
So
try to try to organize the wires and things with a few zip ties, and don't just sporadically throw something on there, because they need to be safe enough to where if the wind blows, they don't unravel. I use light wires or white colored wires most of the time because they don't show up as bad, you know. And then I try to make the chandeliers a lighter color. Sometimes I'll paint them a silver or a gold color. Okay. But then I have some that look really good at dark color. So, but the big thing is secure the wires, bundle them a little bit so that they don't, they're not just thrown on there sporadic and they'll fall off. So, and that makes them look a little bit, you know, and hang some tinsel and some bulbs and things on them that hold up during the day, during the sunlight, because then that gives it sparkle during the day. So.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to share with everybody?
No, I would just like to let everyone know that this has been such a wonderful trip. I love the kids. I love the way people come up and talk and see them and have enjoyed them and know that they just bring joy to everyone. I mean, from the beginning, I had a couple ladies come up to me and said, "These are the true meaning of Christmas" one time. And I'm going, you know what? That makes me feel really good. I've done something right. And now I really think I've done something right, because everyone in the neighborhood wants one. And I'm glad everyone else is making them, because I can't make them all. I'd love to.
They're very inspirational.
I would love to put one on every tree in every house, but I'm glad to see other people working on them, putting them together. So
yeah, imitation is the highest form of flattery.
It is, and I feel very flattered that people enjoy what we're doing, what we're all doing.
Yeah, and they're very magical.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes, they are.
Makes Dunedin even more delightful.
Delightful Dunedin, yes, you're right.
All right, well, thanks for coming on the show, Max. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I would just like to say good morning, Dunedin.
All right, well, thanks for coming into the studio today, Max. Appreciate it, and we'll look for your beautiful chandeliers hanging from trees.
Thank you.
Dunedin. Thank
I
you.
appreciate that very much.
All righty. Thanks
Thank you.
again. Before we hear our musical guest, Progressive Arts Theater Group, I wanted to thank the City of Dunedin, Clayton Swartz, Max Helms, and of course you, wherever you are, for joining us this morning. You can reach out to us on social media to share your story. Please remember to be kind to one another and stay safe out there. Caitlin?
Good
morning, Dunedin.